Alright, so I'm going to be working on training with Ned Pepper. We got him in an O-ring snaffle bit here today. Just working on softening him up and stuff. One of the things that we let that 18-wheeler go by. One of the things that we kind of learned last year in the Trainers Challenge is a lot of it's not necessarily how broke one is as much as how broke one looks. Just like the color of a mule often sells, the shine on a mule also sells. So we're really going to focus on putting a better handle on them, getting their headsets right, going around. So a lot of times I had to, because I love riding, I just love riding. So we get in the trails and we just cruise and we go off all the banks and all the ditches. So that's a strong point that I had. Really get the confidence built up in them and doing stuff like that, just where they'll go and do anything that I wanted them to do and use them for whatever. And drag colts, rope cows, shoot off of them, cross ditches, creeks, ponds, anything we wanted to do. But getting back to the fundamentals of just in the round pen, riding all day in the round pen, and just doing the work on softening them up, settling, moving their feet, and all that kind of stuff. So we're really focusing on that. We're going to focus more on that this year also, and really try to put more of a shine on them. And so that was one of the main things that I picked up, is to really make them look broke, and not just focus on riding and getting broke. Because like I said, a lot of people get on there and they really don't understand what to do with your hands, and they really need that little soft neck rein. So Ned's a great one to invest that time in and do. On the trail, he'll go absolutely anywhere you want to go. Got a super smooth little run and walk to him, covers the country, and he's so friendly and got such a good disposition, and he's got color. He's the kind to invest in. So started working on him this week and stuff, really trying to fine tune him. He's doing really good. Just went back down to a snaffle bit. Now we got his head set where we like. So working at it, I'm going to show you guys how he does that and what he does. And like I said, Ned's one of my favorite mules to ride, if not my favorite. Him and Mississippi are my two favorites right now. But since he's gated, he's still kind of top dog for me. But Mississippi will go everywhere you want to go to, so I like him also. But that's what I like. Everybody's got their different opinion on what they like about him. But gotta love his disposition. Gotta love how friendly he is. So like I said, just gonna shoot some basic drills of what he's doing, and some guys asked me some specific questions about him. So also today, they asked if he'd been hobbled. And I've never had to hobble him because he never goes nowhere. I just let him out in the yard and he just hangs out. So he doesn't want to go anywhere. But if you're off in Colorado or somewhere, sure be handy to have a hollow just in case. So I'm going to put hobbles on him today, and I've rode him to the gun range. I know he's not gun shy, but I haven't shot directly off of him. So I'm going to start working towards shooting off of him and see how he does that today too. And then I'm going to get on another one. So I'm not going to ride him on the trails today. We're just going to do just round pin work. That's all we did yesterday also. Well, I take that back. I did the round pin work and then I took off on a trail just because I wanted to. I just did like a little short 5-mile loop on him. But I just rode because I like riding him. But we did do our round pin work also. Today we're not. We're going to do just round pin, let him go, and I got to get on another one. So anyway, so let me get that going. I like to, when I first get on them, don't knock my phone over, buddy. He smells that phone. I want him to sit still, and I'm going to work on him getting his head down where I want it. Bending that in. And really lower that head down. I'm trying to get up close for you guys. So as soon as he starts bringing his head down, I'm going to start releasing that pressure. Get real up close where you guys can see there. So I'm just bumping it. And so as he noses out, I'm going to put the pressure or maintain the pressure. And then as his nose goes down, as soon as it goes down, just release. I'm going to end up having him put his nose on his chest. I'll back away where you guys can see that. There he goes. So see, as soon as he started to go down there, there we go. See, now he's starting to put it down. I need to reach down for that. There he goes. There he goes. So I'm specifically trying to get him, there he goes. Just like that. Really wanting to keep that head nice and low. So that's what I was cueing him for to do, and kind of show you guys how to do that. Okay, so once we got his head down, we're working on that. So a specific cue with this bit to go ahead and lower his head, so he's going to look more professional and calmer. But it does actually help calm his personality down. But now the next thing that's going to make the biggest difference is once I get his head down. What I'm starting to do now is, of course, I'm start working on his neck rein. That kind of lets him kind of refresh his brain and calm down. But then what I'm going to do is, as I cue his neck down, as I'm holding the reins and creating a wall, I don't really pull on him, I just hold him steady with his head in position. Then I start adding the spurs, and so naturally there's going to be a transition period where he's going to go, oh, I'm supposed to go forward, but he runs into that wall, and so he's going to hit it, and then he's going to start thinking, I'm going to come back, and then they've got to get that transition that there's an actual cue for what speed to go back, not just to back, but to back up at the speed that you tell them to back up. So with that, you need that gas pedal where you put that pressure on there, and you can even take your spurs and just pull back, just roll your rowels backwards. You don't want to kick them, but you just squeeze backwards a little pressure and pull back so that they start backing up, and you can release that too. But at first, they're going to want to go forward because that's what they're used to. So there's a little transition period going on there. So that's what he's going to be working on next. He'll do fine with all of that, I'm sure. The importance of that is, like, if you're working a rope or something, and you need to tighten that tension up and keep that tension to a certain degree, you need to be very specific. So we're working on that deal right there. All right. So this is Ned, and that's what we're going to be working on over the next few days, so that when I cue him to lower his head, he lowers his head, and then as I add pressure, he comes back at the speed and the distance that I ask him for. So that'll be the next thing if you guys want to follow along and watch his progress.